All right, shower is completed. That's not okay.
Oh, I just saw the gnat again.
That's not okay, in my opinion. Oh! I've ordered takeout. Yes, I have. I'm using a literal butternut right now.
Trying my first bite of food. It dribbled on me a little bit.
One day I will be a plus size influencer who has died. That is crazy.
This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck.
Damn, what a real bitch is that?
Hello YouTube, it's me Hens. I'm back with Amber. Oh, not with Amber. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry about the live stream being canceled because of my freaking internet. I'm so sorry. But I promise that I'll do a premiere with this video and then I'll make it up to you with another live stream sometime soon. If there's some juicy information that comes out. Maybe if Amberlynn posts this week. Anywho, this is called Amberlynn's Former Besties Q&A Part 2. Lots of exclamation points again. And then in parentheses, hashtag Cookiegate 2024. She's trying to make something happen. Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. Cookiegate 2024 is not going to happen either. It'll be something else that one of the reaction channels or one of the commenters invents as a coined term, not what you create. Like, just because you put the information out there, that's my problem with her, with Alexis, is that she wants to put out information into the Gorlworld atmosphere, but she wants to tell us what to think about it. Like, she wants to dictate to us what it is in form and in nature, and like not give us any free will on interpretation, which is a little bit weird and a little bit like Amber, controlling. Let's get into this.
Hey guys, it's
Hey.
Alexis, and today I will be doing a Q&A part 2. I also will be discussing the pumpkin spice BuzzBall allegations, the conversation I had with ALR's former roommate Eric, and the highly scandalous 2024 cookie.
That's what I'm talking about. How, like, you're not supposed to be telling us that it's scandalous. We're supposed to find the information you're releasing scandalous. It's weird, and it's all about creating a narrative to her. And you don't need to create a narrative if the information is there, if the facts match and like can be proven versus what she posts on her own channel. Because that's the only thing that we can do is connect your statements to what she presents to us and interpret that. If you're trying to put out information and tell us, oh, well, there's no way for us to fact check what you're saying in any kind of a way to relate it back to anything that we already know about this girl, like, you're controlling the narrative for nefarious ends, I think.
Today I come bearing answers, screenshots, and enough hot orange chicken.
She kind of sounds like she's doing an impression of Jade's speculation station. Like the way that she does summary entries into her videos, that's what it's giving.
From Panda Express to feed all of Oklahoma City.
Oh god.
Okay, so the first question
And those sound effects.
is, how did y'all meet and become friends? When did your friendship start? So when Amberlynn and Jade ended their relationship, I was also going through a breakup that had happened maybe like 2 weeks after they broke up. And you guys are going to come for me when I tell you this, but quite frankly, I deserve it. Speaking of,
I already knew that you were like that. Like, you literally said last time that you were thinking that you landing a friendship with Amberlynn was like a golden ticket, not necessarily in terms of money, but definitely in terms of like social status. Like, you thought that was a win for you, and it's not a win in any way.
I deserve it. Speaking of, shout out to FBI Frank. Woo! So anyways, yeah, I did reach out to Amberlynn via Instagram, and it may have been a romantical situation type deal.
Ew.
But after talking for a couple weeks, I was able to very quickly assess that I could not be in a long-term romantic relationship with Amber.
No.
So
I think Amber didn't want you.
we decided to be friends. And just for reference,
That doesn't even, like, honestly, it would make more sense if you were the one who were interested, because at the end of the day, you're the one who's hanging on to her. like who's upset over her being like a shitty friend, but like you are the one who cares and like are invested. She's not. She's clearly not invested in your relationship at all. So why would I believe that she was the one who was interested in you?
Friends, this all took place in July of 2023. So after I had assessed that Amberlynn and I would not do well as partners, my ex-girlfriend and I had decided that we were going to try to make things work, especially because we were still in a lease together for another month.
Wow.
And when I kind of broke things off with Amber to try to rekindle my relationship with my ex-girlfriend, you can bet your bottom dollar she was super mad. So I
Of
guess
course she
technically
was.
you could say I was the first
Shut the fuck up, Alexis. You're nothing. Like Amber hates being left in any kind of a way. Like she even hates the person going for like a weekend to see their own family. She is really similar to Amber Heard in terms of all of the documented like behavior like that. Like they're very similar. And if Amberlynn was able-bodied, I'm sure that she would be much more of a menace to society.
girl Amberlynn talked to after her relationship with Jade had ended. I know, but please don't cancel me for this. I can literally explain. The reason that I even
She's so needy. She's just as needy as Amberlynn. Gosh.
messaged Amberlynn in the first place is because, well, honestly, I was a viewer and I really didn't think she was going to respond to me. And then I was so starstruck after she messaged me back
What?
that I was like, yeah, I'm going to talk to her.
What do you mean starstruck? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Amberlynn is not even a YouTube celebrity. Like, be for real. She is a minor YouTube, like, phenomenon. She is not a celebrity. Be for real.
I had been watching Amberlynn since like maybe 2018. And when I first started watching her initially, I don't know, she kind of inspired me. As someone who is also a plus sized woman, I just really love.
See, I told y'all. I told y'all she was not a small girl. Not a small girl at all. For calling Tommy fat.
Also checked off another one of my
Make any
boxes
sense?
because she was representing the LGBTQ plus community. But anyways, so we decided to remain friends, and we have been pretty close ever since. And he messaged me back.
I still
that
can't believe she said she
I
was starstruck.
like,
What the fuck?
yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. I had been watching Amberlynn since like maybe 2018. And when I first started watching her initially, I don't know, she kind of inspired me. As someone who is also a plus size woman, I just really love to see her representation on a public platform. And she also checked off another one of my boxes because she was representing the LGBTQ plus community.
You really watch stuff just because it's created by that kind of a person? Like, that's a bonus to me if it is, but it doesn't necessarily have to be.
Up until I made a decision and I set a boundary that if she's going to stay with Emily/Tommy, I'm not going to be her friend. And now it's really too late to ever be able to turn around and go back. I mean, it's gone too far.
Sure.
But honestly, I don't really need any more friends in my life who don't value me. A part of my journey and becoming a better version of myself and being true to me, I don't really need any more people in my life who don't have my best interests at heart. And especially someone that doesn't share the same values and morals that I have.
And somebody that doesn't just automatically give me money because we're friends.
The next topic I would like to discuss is the infamous Crumbl cookie gate of 2024. This comment talks about
You guys had tipped me off in my chat, and I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But I did watch Jordy's live stream, and when I got to that, oh my god, I screamed. I screamed so loud. I don't know. It was late. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Like, oh my god, Amber. You've been doing this for a while. You're so comfortable doing it, aren't you?
about oh lordy, it's Jordy's live stream.
Whoops, I slipped on a carrot.
and how I had made a comment in his live stream saying that my thumbnail was a clip from a video that Amberlynn had personally sent me. The video starts off by her basically saying, okay, babe, like, this is a video just for you. And this was made for Erica, her former partner, aka Valentine. And the video initially starts out with her clothed and just kind of like eating the cookie and reviewing it. And then it very quickly turns into her shirtless, still with a bra on, but her shirtless and kind of getting like a little crazy, like having a little crazy
What?
moment with the Crumbl cookie.
What does that even mean? A little crazy moment? Girl, I can think of some stuff to do. But like, what?
Is a portion of the
Like, why would you? That's gross.
video where
Ew.
Amberlynn is shirtless
She enjoys that way too much.
and essentially just kind of like groping herself. Shirt off, bra off, cookie
Oh
down.
my god.
It was kind of a cinematic masterpiece, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I told you she enjoyed it. I told you. That's the thing. That's the other problem I have with Alexis, is that she didn't have a problem with any of this until she started getting pushback and criticism. She immediately started being like, "Oh no," and then like, yes, she did get doxxed, and that's fucking awful. But like, honestly, until she started getting pushback for cheerleading Amber and being in the comments and literally being evil to people, like saying rude shit to them, like, and antagonizing the community, like, now she wants to be besties. She wants to be in on the joke. She wants to be monetized. She wants to have you guys follow her vlogs. Like, what the actual heck? What? Where does this end? Does she? I told you she wants to be Amberlynn famous, and she thinks that she looks like her but better. But she's just her at the beginning of her career, of Amber's career. That's the pathetic part. And then this girl acts and has done the work apparently on her BPD, but boy, does she still want the same shit that Amber does.
But disturbing nonetheless. And when she sent me this video, she literally made me FaceTime her to see my reaction
Ew.
and then proceeded to ask me if I liked it.
You did.
And
You did like it though. You literally liked it. You just said you liked it.
this all happened, mind you, on July 31st. So very much
What?
while she was still supposedly so in love with Emily/Tommy. So in love, but still sending essentially soft to your best friend. Unsolicited.
I don't think that's soft anymore. Like when you're involving objects, I don't think that's soft anymore. Like soft would be just you doing it, like to yourself. And like that is like, oh my god.
Because I did not and would not ask for that. The next
What the
moment I
fuck?
would like
Oh my god, I hate her fucking sound effects. I don't think she knows about sound levels at all.
to talk about is the fact that Amberlynn's former
Hey, sup. Working at the moment, but I seen what happened between and Amberlynn. Is that all real? Very real. May I ask what exactly happened? Just curious as to what caused it to all go bad. She hadn't really been talking to me much lately.
roommate Eric messaged me on TikTok. Now, I'm not sure on specific dates, but Eric and Ricky did recently come to visit her. I believe within the last like 4 months.
Yep.
But again, this is an example of another friend on the back burner because she is in a relationship again. Now, I personally never really kept up with the content
So the Shady Queens really did do it. They really did.
that
Canceled.
included Eric and Ricky. I just didn't find it to be very interesting. So I don't
sure
really
you
necessarily
didn't.
know.
Miss Jealousy. Miss Green Eyes of Envy. Like, so jealous of every other friend and lover because you couldn't be it. And then she wants to make it seem like Amber was in love with her. What the fuck?
The nature
You're
of their
such a fucking
relationship
lie.
per se.
You're a lie.
But from my point of view, these are just two more puppets in Amberlynn's puppet show that she can just pick up and set back down at her leisure. Now, I do understand that this could have been a setup, like, since I have Amberlynn and
Wow.
Emily blocked on
She just, like, information bombed him.
all of my socials, I could see maybe Amberlynn reaching out to him to reach out to me. But one thing about me is I don't say things behind people's backs that I wouldn't say to their face. I also just want to point out that I have a typo in the text that says, after the comment was named, she's intolerable to me. I meant to say after that comment was made, but I am clearly illiterate. But I was also at work, so whatever. I wasn't really proofreading. Also, I'm sorry if I'm not giving you enough time to read the messages. So just go ahead and
We've already
pause
read them. We've already heard that. Like, we know this. You told us this already. Like, nothing in this is new. You just want attention.
the video if you need to have more time to read it. I just got to keep the ball rolling because I have a couple other things that I want to talk about in this video.
Keep going then.
Also, message for Amber. If you move here and the inevitable happens,
Cool, then she can go down the worst path she could have possibly taken and have an even more miserable life than she's already living. And I don't want to hear a fucking thing when she moves to Wisconsin and inevitable happens and she wants me to come get her, because I'm not. Do you even know who I am? Lol, Eric, you're so dumb. Like, what the fuck? Everybody knows who you are.
do
Scum.
not call me. I am not going to be your knight in shining armor, and I'm not going to come save you. So I
Blah,
strongly
blah,
urge
blah.
you to not move here
Blah,
if
blah,
you
blah,
are
blah,
not
blah.
100
Blah,
billion
blah,
percent completely sure
Blah, blah,
that
blah,
Emily
blah.
slash Tommy is not going to fuck you over. So this is the last screenshot and where the conversation ends.
All
for
good,
now.
babe.
And I'm sorry there's not like a whole
Girl, why are you calling him babe? You've just talked to him in text messages, basically. Like, what? You don't know him. What the hell?
lot of like piping hot tea in this conversation, but I had mentioned that he reached out in my last video, so I felt like it was only right for me to show you guys what was said. So now I want to get into the infamous pumpkin spice buzzball conversation between Amber and I.
Nothing about you is infamous. Like, what? What the hell is in the big... You guys are really making our head swell. Like, do you hear this? Do you hear this? Oh no. The sound is gonna be so loud. Prepare yourselves.
Now, this
Ow.
conversation took place Saturday night.
Did you know they have pumpkin buzzballs? I'm drinking one. Tea. Tommy! The pumpkin spice buzzball is hitting. Please read this as if I am speaking in a very calm tone. Probably crying too. Okay, I'll start over. Please read this as if I am speaking in a very calm tone. Probably crying too. I'm not trying to be mean at all. I just had a very hard time regulating my emotions during that call and live stream. If I could, I would go back and not call you, because that just made things worse for me and for Emily when it wasn't needed at all. I am embarrassed. All I've been doing is fighting for peace and for Emily and I. If you want friendship with me, I want a public apology to the both of us, since you made the downfall of our friendship public. That was tough. You know how my mental health has been. I just had...
After Amber and I spoke on her now deleted live stream. And after that live stream, I had gone to a concert. And while I was there, we were texting back and forth. And I thought maybe we could
She talks slow like Amber.
maybe reconcile. But this is where she started demanding a public apology from me to both her and Emily. I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again, Amber. You and Emily can kiss my and you are absolutely brain dead if you think that I'm going to apologize, let alone publicly
This is just dumb. Like, she's already said this. She's just saying it again for the drama clicks. It's not even real. Like, this emotion. Like, she was done with Amber. She doesn't need to keep coming back to it. She's doing it for money.
apologize to your girlfriend. Womp womp. And once again, she is playing the part of victim Lynn and basically telling me how awful I am and how
let me
embarrassed.
finish. Did I finish reading? You know how my mental health has been. I just had thousands of people laugh at me during a BPD episode. Now I will be forever ridiculed for it because it's documented. I'm genuinely hurt and I feel like an idiot. Emily just opened up to me hardcore, and she said that I can tell you about it, which might make you feel relieved actually. I hope you're enjoying your pumpkin spice BuzzBall. Is it worth a try? I don't really like pumpkin spice much. That was fun. That was hella fun. It's like when you're in English class and then you guys have to read character parts. I will think about apologizing to you. Really? But a public apology to her will never happen. It got me fucked up. I am fucked up. Very strange flavor, but slay.
She is, and how I'm so awful and triggering her BPD. I
You
know,
are.
Amber, I'm so terrible.
She sees a better version of herself and it's triggering her. And you're still not a good person.
I have been an absolutely awful friend to you while I have been sitting here publicly defending you for the last year and trying to help you cover your tracks because you lie all the time and you can't keep any of your stories straight. I sat here willing to tarnish my reputation for you while getting doxxed.
You keep saying that like you know all her lies, but you haven't told us any that we didn't know.
While having to quit my main job because of said doxing. Meanwhile, you're cashing in on our friend.
The best you did was like confirm our theories that, or rather Karina Kaboom's theory that Amberlynn was denied for weight loss. But that she was like actually trying for it. But like, yeah, that's about it.
And people ostracizing me. So once again, she makes
In
a demand
Valentine.
that I step outside from the concert that I was
But we
already
didn't need
2
to know.
hours late to attempt to understand Emily's perspective. Our relationship was never reciprocal in the regards of me putting my life
let me read more. Let me read more, crying Amber. Before you make that final decision, I need to explain something to you that Emily just opened up to me about. Fine, go ahead. I'm not doing it through text. If you're not willing to listen to me, I can't keep begging you to. Okay, you get 3 minutes.
on hold for her versus her putting her life on hold for me. And this confirms my feelings of how I always felt like her problems and her life was more important than mine. So I stepped outside to listen to her parrot the same bullshit I've been hearing for the last week. Like, I don't care about Emily's point of view. I already told you I'm not changing my mind. And with every day that passes, I like her even less. And I feel like I am genuinely
Not gonna lie,
being
bestie. I kind of feel the same about you.
nice in this situation because I know enough about Emily to completely ruin what's left of her life. But as I've mentioned before, Tommy is a mother, and I know that doesn't come first to her, but in my opinion, a child's life and a child's well-being is top priority to me. And speaking on this, I received a DM from Emily's daughter's father's girlfriend who has
What?
expressed very strong concern for the well-being of
I'm so sure that it wasn't the real person, and if it is, it's only because you reached out to them. Like, for real. I don't believe that for a second some random ass, not actual parent of the child reached out to you. I do not believe that for a hot second.
Emily's child. She has personally asked me to not dox her or leak the conversation, and for now I'm going to respect that. The last thing
For
that I'm going
now.
to get into is the fact
Until
that
I need it.
today my partner made a comment on Amberlynn's TikTok or Instagram or whatever, basically expressing support.
Yeah,
now,
I saw this
have
already.
only been with my ex-partner Chrissy for like 2 months. It's a long-distance relationship, and we haven't met in person, so I'm kind of glad this
She's exactly like Amber. I fucking told you. She's exactly like a baby Amber. Just this is so crazy. Oh my god.
This is all coming out now. And they claim that they didn't really know who Amberlynn was initially, but I'm starting to feel like that is a lie. One thing about me is, as my partner, you are
Oh,
not
did they use you to get close to Amber? Oh, is that what you're gonna say? Your proximity is just so close to Amber that it just brings in all these weirdos. They just know who you are and they just try to get to her through you. I'm so sure. I'm so sure.
not going to make me look stupid. And you are not going to support me in private and then publicly embarrass me. And you guys want to talk about clout chasing? This right here is a clout chaser. And for the last couple days, they have already been extremely combative towards me because I'm so obsessed with this Amberlynn drama. And
mean,
I don't care.
You are. You made your channel setup. Like, everybody, just so you know, if you have a YouTube account, you have a channel. You just have to set it up fully. Like, anybody can do it. That's how YouTube works. Like, the little plus sign on the phone at the bottom is so that you can do things. Like, you can literally start posting videos anytime. And you never know who will watch it. She needed the attention from being Amberlynn's bestie to get this channel off the ground. She could have had a channel with vlogs. We could have had a backlog of vlogs from what's her face, and then when this drama all popped off, everybody would have an opportunity to watch her backlog. But no, she couldn't have content of her own. She has to do the drama and then launch her own career. That's what she said. She wants to get into vlogging herself. Like, make it, and then said, "Oh, my life is so interesting compared to Amberlynn. I have done amazing, crazy, wild, stupid things in my life, and I don't think it's worth talking about like that." Like, and this girl who has probably no experience outside of Wisconsin, like, thinks that her life is worth watching. That's a little embarrassing.
About my real life anymore. So
And it's not just about the fact that she has never left. It's about the fact that she's engaging in the same behaviors as Amber. She's an obese, or at least an overweight woman, pursuing mainly online relationships, it seems. Like, she made it seem like this partner was in real life. They were not even real life. This was just a person that she was talking to, just like Amber.
so I was sick of the backlash and I broke up with them. And honestly, Chrissy,
See? See? That's exactly what I said. She got sick of the backlash and she broke up with Amberlynn. She got sick of the backlash and broke up with Chrissy.
you deserve whatever doxing happens to you at this point. So
What?
you and Amberlynn and Emily can sit on a three-way FaceTime call and yap it up about me. Because the most interesting link doesn't want anything to do with any of you anymore. For you,
See? She keeps thinking that she's the most interesting link. And, like, that makes you uninteresting. Because it means you don't have something to show us. You have to tell us. And that doesn't make you interesting.
to be so incredibly butthurt about Amberlynn sending me the explicit content that she recently sent me, and then turning around and showing support, you're irrelevant and you're fake. And I don't really care. I don't really care. And you're not going to gain any social leverage from
It's giving main character syndrome.
this situation. I hope you know that. So with that being said, I'm single now. And maybe this was a blessing in disguise. The last thing
She's single, you guys. Somebody who's a lesbian or just generally LGBTQ plus IA, she will go for you. Go for her. Go free.
thing I want to say is I just want to thank you guys so incredibly much for
Of course, that's the main criticism of Amber, is that she never posts the comments that are supportive of her. She just says she gets so many comments that are positive. Alexis knows to actually post the screenshots, even if it's just these. Like, but still, the fact that she put it in this video, you didn't need to do that because nobody gives a fuck about your partner.
how much support you guys have been showing me.
Nobody.
I was honestly really scared and
Nobody.
really skeptical, and I wasn't
Nobody.
sure if what
These people, look at them. They are all giving.
single now. And maybe this was a blessing in disguise for how much support you guys have been showing me. I was honestly
It's
really
all
scared
giving kind of
and really
homogenous.
skeptical, and I wasn't sure
It's really giving homogenous. especially this one. Grayson.
if what I had to say was going to be received well with you guys. But I am so glad that I decided to come out with everything and share my point of view. This entire situation has been really hard, losing my best friend
There's
and now my partner.
definitely a demographic that is, and that's the second time that's up there, or that person is up there. But there's definitely a demographic. What I'm saying.
And all of the overwhelming support is really keeping me from crying in the club. I will be releasing
Wow.
a Q&A part
Because Jordy called her out for having money to cry in the club.
3, probably later tonight / tomorrow morning. And
Wonderful.
I will be answering some more questions that I received on my TikTok. If you like this
Wonderful.
video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Bye,
No.
guys.
Not gonna happen.
Hey,
Not
guys.
ever gonna happen. Never, ever gonna sub. Not even if you locked it down to subs only. I would just stop reacting to you. Bye. Anywho, if you like this reaction, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yeah, comment. Comment, 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 comment.